Welcome, guys. We're so excited to have each and every one of you with us today on our second town hall meeting. Well, we have a lot going on. Obviously, you guys know that their council has been very, very busy. How about the brand new website? Give it up for the brand new website, guys. It is phenomenal. Hope you guys have all gone on and claimed your profile. You're going to hear more about that today. And also, what about the incentives? Well, we have a lot of incentives that are going on right now. And big shout out to Florida for winning that very first incentive. Thank you so much, guys, for putting all that hard work in. We really appreciate that. Be prepared. The one that we have going on now. Well, let me not steal the thunder from everybody else because my national leadership team is here with me, and I definitely want to introduce them. You can't do this by yourself. Obviously, you all know that the theme this year is Stronger Together, and we definitely, as your 2025 team, have been stronger together. I have my president-elect, Cheryl Keller. She is with me. Cheryl, go ahead and say hello, sweetheart.
Hello, Women's Council. So happy to see you guys today. I just returned from Texas to do my site visit and tasting menu for the inaugural in November, and super fired up for that inaugural. And we're going to have a little boot, scoot, and boogie afterwards. So stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Okay. All right. And then, of course, my first vice president, I have Carolyn Altman. Carolyn Altman, go ahead and say a few words to our wonderful members.
Well, good morning or good afternoon to everyone. We are so excited that you guys are here, and we are looking forward to jumping into all the good things that we got to tell you. I'm going to tell you the excitement is real.
Absolutely. And of course, we can't do anything without a treasurer. So obviously my treasurer is Kim Sitton. Kim, go ahead and say a few words, sweetheart.
Hi, everybody. I'm super excited to be here with all of you today, and I can't wait to share some of the news we have for you.
I feel like the Brady Bunch. Lady, lovely lady.
Oh, now that song's going to be in my head.
I know it's going to be in my head.
Thanks, Tammy.
I'm sorry, guys. But, as you can tell, guys, we're a pretty tight team, and it comes from collaborating and being together, and each one of us are very different, but very much the same when it comes to you, our members. And that's another reason why we're here on this town hall today. It's a time and it's an opportunity for you guys to share with us and talk to us. And you'll be able to do that in the chat session. So while we're talking and going through some great updates here with the council, Amanda is standing by and she's going to be taking down some notes of any questions that you may have. So this is your moment. This is your town hall. We definitely want to hear from you. So please go ahead and chat anything in that section that you like as we continue on with the program this morning. So as we get started, I just want to remind you guys that this leadership team couldn't do this without the staff. The staff is helping support, like our great backdrops. If you were on early, you heard me say how crazy I felt my hair looked, but it's okay. We're taking up with these nice little backdrops here, but we couldn't do what we do without our amazing staff that's behind us. So we always want to shout them out at first too, because they're in the background while we're out in the front, but we definitely appreciate them. So look, I want to get this party started because we have so much going on, Cheryl. I mean, I can't believe it's already almost June, right? I mean, gosh, where did the year go? But we're packing so much in as much as we can to make such great changes. So Cheryl, go ahead and give us some updates what we have with the new website and the joining process.
Well, Tammy, when I started this journey, this national journey as treasurer-elect, I felt like every room I went in, I was getting tomatoes thrown at me. So I love sharing the good news. And I mean tomatoes because of all the technology issues. So we cannot celebrate enough that the good news is that our biggest update is we've officially launched our brand new website. So if I could get cheers all around for that, over and over. Really, I kid you not. It was just from Chris Lee, Sylvia, Carrie, we all know how long we have all wanted this. So it's a big celebration moment. And with that comes a little bit of work on your end. One of the most exciting features is our improved join process. We all know how difficult it was to get new members joined. We just completed a contest and It's so nice to be able to tell you that it's smoother than ever, and you can just send them to WCR.org. And with a few clicks, they have completed their membership. Dream come true, right? I know in this age of technology, it sounds like that's not a big deal, but you know, I believe in being honest. We were sold a bill of goods. We couldn't get out of it. We paid an arm and a leg. And so we're very happy to have the click, 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 and now you're a member. So make sure you send them there. And speaking of that brand newly launched website, all of you need to go in and claim your profile if you haven't done that yet. And if you're a leader, you need to encourage everyone on your teams to go in and claim their profiles. So if you update your profile, that ensures that you're listed in our directory. It helps you connect with all the other members and even makes registering for mid-year, which is right around the corner, seamless for you. So please, I want to encourage all of you to take this back to your membership. You know that we had an incentive tied to that, which Kim will cover in just a second. But we really want those profiles claimed. I know that I went in just a few days ago to look for something, and there are quite a few with the shadows of a person. And if you want those referrals, then you need to go in and put your pretty face in there and put all the information about how fabulous you are so that you can get more Women's Council referrals, because we know those are the best referrals you can get in real estate. And before I hand this over to Kim, I just want to highlight an incredible opportunity. So the 2025 Supporting Women of Real Estate grant application is open. It's open until June 2nd. And this grant is designed to support those innovative projects that maybe you have not had the funds for, or that you know, when you do your planning for your year, you're just like, we can't do that. That's what this is for. So you want to make sure that your network brings that big idea to life so that you can make an impact in your community and with your network. And we don't want you to miss this chance to apply. So you want to go to wcr.org/network tools under the programs and grants tab. And hopefully Jessica will put that in the chat for everyone too. But really, my association did this. We put on a fabulous event. This was a couple of years ago. The application is just, you know, it's a much more extensive application than you may be used to. So work with your association to fill that out completely, because the competition is real. We have a lot of networks across the United States, and we want you to shine with your application, and your idea to bring value to women in real estate is more important now than ever. So with that, I will let Kim talk about some of the incentives I mentioned, and it's great to be with everyone here today.
Thank you, Cheryl, and I'm super excited to talk about some of these incentives. We absolutely love our members and we love our networks, and this year we are going to put a big focus on growth. First, I want to give a big shout out, as President Tammy did a while ago, to Florida. They are our Q1 incentive winner. They brought in the most new Realtor members, and they have set the bar high for all of you guys this year. Now, don't worry, there are more incentives planned for the year, and that gives you more chances to win. As Cheryl mentioned, that we have the next incentive that will run through June 30th, and it's going to be awarded to the state network with the most members claiming their profile on WCR.org. Now, what that means is you need to go in, you need to update your profile picture, as Cheryl said, put in all the stuff about you that's relevant, put your bio in there, and make sure people know about you. So when they're looking for those referrals, they can find the right fit for the right client. Don't forget to remind your networks to get those profiles updated so your state has the opportunity to win this incentive. In addition, we have some exciting news. We did not forget about our local networks with an out-of-state network, and as such, we've added an incentive just for you. The local network with no state network that brings in the most members by November 1st, with a minimum of at least 10, will be recognized as a winner. Last but not least, be sure to stay tuned throughout the year. We've got plenty of new ways that we're going to celebrate with you for your growth and engagement. And with that, I'm going to hand it over to Carolyn.
Oh, Carolyn, you're muted.
I was actually really glad I was muted because I had an alarm go off and I felt so bad and I was like, oh, nobody heard me. Thank you, Kim. There's a lot of excitement going on. I want to talk about mid-year. This is one of the most important events of the year, and it's happening in Washington, D.C. If you haven't registered, now's the time. And here's a little tip. When you claim your profile on the website, go ahead and register for mid-year while you're there. I have some exciting news. National is going to have on-site tech support drop-in sessions for all members. These sessions are informal and they're designed to provide hands-on assistance with the new microsite to empower you to make the most of your microsite, whether you need help navigating the new platform, setting up your microsite, optimizing your profile. Our team will be there to guide you in person. Another highlight of mid-year is our RPAC fundraiser. This is going to be a fun and meaningful way to support advocacy. And I said RAPAC because I'm from Arizona. It's RPAC. Sorry, we're a little different here in Arizona. This is a ticketed event only available to the Realtor members, and we want to maintain our position as the ISC, which stands for the Institute, Society, or Council, who invests the most in RPAC efforts that support housing advocacy in the industry. Mark your calendars now. It's going to be June 4th between 5:30 and 6:45. Head to the link that the staff is now putting in the chat to buy your tickets. Remember, it's only for Realtor members who are eligible to invest in RPAC. Plus, any investments that you make through Women's Council Link will also be credited to your local state. So
Can you say that again? Can you say that again, Carolyn? It's going to be what? They get to actually, their credit's going to go back to their state too?
Their credit's going to go back to their
Wow,
state as well.
huge. That's huge.
Yes.
That's huge. And that was the great reason why we decided to do this, because only an ISC can do this. So this is phenomenal. So when they come and give their investment, that other part is going to go to their state as well. So don't hold on to your dollars, folks. Bring them out there with you.
So you can visit as often as you'd like. I've already run in and done some investments myself. So help spread the word and let's reach Tammy's $15,000 goal that she has set forward for all of us when we were at President Circle. NAR is working on a payment plan option as well. So if you want to make payments over time, keep an eye out for an email from National with more details. Even investing $100 through the Women's Council link in the chat helps us reach our goal. Let us show the industry our commitment to housing and leadership as Women's Council members. One more thing, members who invest $300 or more will receive a limited edition RPAC Purple 100% silk scarf with the Women's Council branding. They're beautiful. You're going to want one of these. And of course, while you're at mid-year, don't miss the launch of the new PMN core course, Leadership Unlocked. Find your voice, fuel your vision, instructed by our very own Carrie Little and Sabrina Brown. Register now at WCR.org events mid-year meeting. You also won't want to miss owning your own success, breaking free from the imposter syndrome. There will be a panel with Michelle Mills Clement and Sarah Ware, and it's going to be moderated by our very own Tammy Noel Adams. There's so much to look forward to this year at June. We're looking forward to seeing you.
So much going on. Thank you so much, ladies. Again, it takes a whole team to put this type of incentives and programming for each and every one of you members. And we want you to take advantage of that. So let's keep in mind, let's just do a recap real quick. Remember, claim your profiles. If you've claimed your profiles, I want you to give me a checkbox in our chat box right now, letting me know you've claimed your website. You know, I don't want to see a little gray picture. I want to see your beautiful face, because the referral business is real business, folks. I received 2 referrals already. I mean, unbelievable. It gives you great detail. You can put a bio in there. What is the best areas that you work in? It's so detailed, way better than what we used to use before. And you just click on referral and you can fill out your form. It's unbelievable. So you definitely need to make sure you go ahead and claim your site. Now, don't forget to join us for an exclusive RPAC. Look, I'm being really serious about this, guys. That scarf is beautiful, and our very own Jessica is going to be able to model that scarf for you. Hopefully by the end of the month, you'll get to see it. But I want to put a challenge out, guys. You know, in order for us to reach our goal, all we need is 50 people to give us $100, $300. I didn't add up. My treasurer just elbowed me. Y'all couldn't see that in the first part. Yes, 50 people to give $300, not give, invest. Let me use the right word, invest, and we'll reach our goal. But at the same time, have a fun time at it. I encourage you to bring somebody with you that does not understand about the Realtor Political Action Committee and exactly what it does. Bring them to this event that night, and you'll definitely be able to see some of the things that we're going to talk about. So now, let's turn to where we celebrated our first quarter winner, and I want to hear from you. So let's talk, guys. The floor is open. This is what I would say that the 2025 team, it does the best, okay? We're accessible. We want to hear from you. We talk, we stop, we call, we reach out, you call us, we call us back. This team has made a promise to you, and we're here today on this town hall meeting just for you. So just pretend like we're in a room. It's a safe space. That's what Women's Council is all about. And let's have a chat. Go ahead and put some questions in the chat box. We'd love to answer your question. Amanda, if there's any in there now, please feel free to let us know.
All right, well, I'm going to chime in with a couple here. That you can, just so everyone knows, if you submit a question in the Q&A feature, you can see the responses that staff are putting in there as well. So if you have the same question, you can see the response there too. But I want to go to Liana's question. She's asking, how do we claim our profile? Tammy, are you willing to walk through some of that, or can we share a resource from the staff side to help them as well?
Absolutely. Let's go ahead and use the resource. Now, Amanda's bringing up a really good point. We know that you're going to ask those questions, right? So we have created a profile and something that can help you go along the way. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. Videos are going to be out as well. But let's go ahead and put that in this way they know exactly how to claim their profile. But also keep in mind, if you go onto the site and you run into a little snafu, please remember that Valerie is there for you, and you can email Valerie and she'll come back with some responses and questions to you. But she is on vacation until the 28th, so please keep that in mind. She won't be back until the 28th.
Okay, and I see several questions about access and membership and that sort of thing. So if you are expecting to see you or somebody else on the website, or if you or one of your officers is looking for access that you expect that isn't available, reach out, let us know. As President Tammy said, Valerie's a great resource. This week, you can also email greg@wcr.org. I'll put that in the chat for you as well, and he can help you navigate any of those kind of big question marks that you may still have. First time attending mid-year for Debbie. She says she can't wait. We can't wait to see you, Debbie.
Yay.
Oh,
are there any
for you? We've got a great, Debbie, we can't wait to see you. We've changed how we're going to do the new members that are coming in for the first time attendees. So get ready. You're going to have a really great time with the leadership team.
Well, she's asking if there's any tips or suggestions that she needs to know about the meeting.
Bring a lot of business cards. bring a lot of giveaways that you can share to network. This is your moment to network, right? We don't want you to stay with the same person, same group. We want you to venture out. You'll learn a lot of things in the new member orientation too, or a game that we do that you can use throughout the conference to get to know people on a personal level. And then also make sure you register for your hotel if you haven't already done that. Go ahead and get in so you know you're going to be in the host hotel for Women's Council. And just the other thing, Kim, talk about the ambassadors. How about that?
We will have ambassadors there. I'm extremely excited about our ambassador team this year, and they will be there to direct you on where to go, where the different meetings are, where to find the restroom if you need it. Just look for the beautiful members that are in the beautiful blue sashes. You will recognize them right away, and they can send you anywhere you go. I also recommend that you bring something warm. Sometimes those meeting rooms are very cold, and bring a couple of little snacks to have in your backpack or purse, because sometimes you just want to munch on something while you're sitting there.
Absolutely. And you won't be alone, trust me. If you even look alone, Women's Council is going to come in and snag you up and take you with them. So any other questions that you can see, Amanda?
Yeah, can you talk a little bit about who's working with different committees? And Andrea, I might need to ask you to elaborate a little bit here, but she's asking membership, incentives, etc. Can we know who's in charge of what different committees? I don't know if that's related to LID or otherwise. Andrea, are you there? Can we unmute you and have you ask your question?
Yeah. Thank you.
All right.
I am.
Let's see if this works.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Oh, okay. I'm new to leadership this year. So it's my first year. And when I have questions, I don't know who to direct them to. So unfortunately, Madam President got my first question because I didn't know who to contact. So it'd be nice if there was like something under each leadership saying, membership or, website or whatever to contact them. Does that make sense?
Am I hearing you talk about maybe a staff directory, Andrea?
Maybe but what area they cover.
Yeah.
So I'm not calling different people.
Yeah, of course. I'm happy to point you to, so WCR.org. There's a page on there that is under about. Wait, sorry, it's a new site. I'm not fully used to it yet. Under leadership, there's a sub-menu called Staff Directory. And if you go there and anybody on the call, you can see a list of who is on staff. And I think we don't have their titles on there, but we can certainly add that. So you can get a sense of who's in charge of finance, who's in charge of education,
Perfect.
so on and so forth.
Well, and
Exactly
also,
what I need.
if there's a question that you want answered and you don't know, just go to WCR@WCR.org and you can go in and log in and put a request in there or a question, and they'll direct it to the right person in the event that you don't see who what specific area you want to ask a question to. But their staff that will always direct them to the right person.
You're talking about the email or just going to the website?
Email.
Okay, because I've tried the email, the generic email, and I didn't get a response. That's why I ended up sending you an email. Oh.
Andrea, what level of leadership are you in?
I am the local treasurer for Knoxville.
For Knoxville.
A local
Yeah.
president. So you'd probably want to reach out to do you have a state president?
Mhm.
We do. Yep.
Yeah, so that'd be your
Okay.
first step, or your national or your state liaison. Well,
Okay.
you can go to your state president, your state liaison can go to the national liaison, and hopefully get anything that you need answered by asking those people first. Might be appropriate.
Okay. Yeah. The only reason I'm asking is because I was trying to set up or update our website, and that's where I was having trouble. So. But-
Yeah.
But
Okay.
we're good. Thank you very much. I appreciate you answering me.
Of course.
Well,
Thanks for asking the questions. I'm sure many people have the same questions.
Right.
Absolutely.
Okay, so I see a question here about how long it takes to update leadership on the site. I've submitted the job form. So it's that once the job form is submitted, it is a staff-driven process, and then we have a sync running on our site about every hour. So I see some other questions about people who make updates to their profiles. And those profiles will sync, they won't sync instantaneously. It'll take a minute to update about once every hour. So that means new members will show in the search or on rosters after that amount of time as well. I hope that makes sense for everyone.
Yes.
I- Madam President, I saw a question in there about November, if we know where that hotel is for the inaugural. And I want to say that I just returned from there. So yes, we do have the hotel. And I can tell you from my bill that we're staying at the Westin Galleria at 5060 West Alabama. And Peggy said somewhere on one of her little messages, she said, Houston. I'm sure I say it wrong, Kim, right?
Houston,
I just say Houston, but
my
Peggy said,
hometown.
your hometown. So we'll be in Houston, Texas, and shameless plug, if anyone wants to reach out to me at Cheryl@CherylKeller.net and let me know if you want to participate in the, many people, many hands are needed for the inaugural. So please send me an email for that committee. And we're excited. The planning stages have begun for 2026. And it's very, very exciting.
Okay.
And
we're
Tammy's
showing
been,
up
Tammy and I are like peas and carrots, and it's just going to be a sad inaugural.
I might not know to say it. I'll be there. I'll be crying. I'll have my boots on. I'll be ready.
Yes, be ready.
But before we go into 2026, we need to focus on 2025 and get all these incentives done, because that's just going to help take you into 2026. It's important that me and Cheryl are passing what we want you guys to do, which is sort of pass that baton. And you start doing that the moment you get in the seat. The moment you sit in the seat as the president, you're actually starting to pass the baton already to the next person. At least that's the way you're supposed to be doing it, because you always want to leave it better than you found it, and in better shape. So good to go. Yes, Carolyn?
Yes, I see there's some questions about the link for
seen that.
investing in RPAC. And I'll tell you, if you guys can scroll to my link, if you scroll through the chat, the link that I put in there is working. I have clicked the other links and I see what you guys are seeing. The one that I put in there is working, and I literally just invested funds. So scroll through, look for Carolyn Altman. That link is working.
Give them that link again one more time, Carolyn, right there.
Okay.
They don't got to scroll through.
And if you're clicking that and you're still having an issue, you can go to WCR.org to the mid-year page, and we have all the events listed that have been highlighted today for mid-year meetings. One of those events is the RPAC reception, and you can get to that form straight from that webpage as well.
Okay. Ashley, you're asking a question about a letter being generated to you guys and also the member as well. I do know that is an option that we want done. Amanda, do you know if that option is up yet, or is it soon to be up?
The option is up currently. So local presidents and local membership directors receive an automatic email every time there's a member application and that member pays. So if they just submit an application, the email won't be triggered, but once they're fully joined and that payment is made as well, then they'll get that automated email message.
And the members who just joined will get an email from us too, welcoming them, talking about their password, talking about the website, getting them a lot of updates. But that definitely should be working.
Oh, I see. Ashley's question is about whether they can send a specific email from their network as well.
Just scroll past me.
I think she's asking if they can change who receives the email. So
could other emails be added?
Another email be added.
Maybe any network, a specific email.
Maybe Amanda, you can find out.
Yeah, I'll go offline and figure that one out too. No problem at all.
Ashley, whatever we can do to help, absolutely.
Yeah, we had that feature before and it was amazing and we lost it almost a year after rolling it out. So excited to get that feature back for
I think
sure.
that has so much to do with retention, right? You know, them getting an email from us welcoming them at the same time.
They get that as well. Yeah.
That's so beautiful because instantly they get this nice welcome letter from the national office, and then also all you guys are notified, which helps you create a game plan immediately for that new member. Calling them, welcoming them, letting them know what type of activities you have going on. When is your next education special? So a lot that you can do by getting that letter. So that was a huge component of this new website.
Okay, we are unfortunately at time. I know there's a lot to process and a lot to get out there. We'll continue to make information available through our roadmaps, through our Reconnect, through our Facebook pages. Anything else you want to share, team, before we close out today?
Just know that if you had any questions that you didn't ask, maybe didn't feel comfortable to ask, please feel free to reach out to any one of us on this leadership team, and we'll be glad to answer your questions. Know that we are here for you. We most definitely thank you for your service and your dedication to the members across this country and the local leaders that are on this call. You're the boots on the ground. We thank you for being the boots.